Hi, I'm Bill Snodgrass. Welcome to episode 29. Now, if you watched episode 28, you know that was a spoof. That was a journalistic spoof kind of thing. And hopefully you laughed and all that stuff. But when I was doing that, I was doing the Google Maps thing, I came across this. Now, apparently there's an ATM in the middle of the street, in the middle of the subdivision. And so, in this video, I don't know when I'm going to get to do it, but I'm going to try to find out what's up with this Google Maps indication that there's an ATM right here at this intersection. And I looked at the Google satellite, and you can see there doesn't appear to be an ATM there. So, whereas episode 28 was a complete, joke, this is a legitimate investigation. Legitimate in the sense that I'm going to drive there and see if there's an ATM there. And I'll let you know what I find out. In the meantime, I don't know when I'm going to get to do that. There's a basketball game tonight, and it's senior night for the boys basketball team. So, and I'm going to go shoot that. There's JV's playing, and then the varsity. So I'm going to do the video. I'm going to go do the pictures. This is the symbol. This is a universal symbol. In case you didn't know, this is a universal symbol. And in case your camera has two shutter release buttons. Anyway. All right. Thanks for being here, and let's get going.
Package time.
So I thought I'd take a second and open all the packages that people have sent me off. Viewers have sent me on. So I got this desk over here where I keep the packages, and also have some. I also keep some on the So yeah. Anyway, so there's that. So, package time is over. And so while I got the camera set up, I'll tell a quick student story over here. Since it's over there in the morning. And I was over here helping somebody, and I look up from whatever we were, solving some kind of very important physics problem. I look across the room, and there's these girls are standing up. And there didn't really seem to be any reason for them to be standing up. And so I was like, what are y'all doing? Why are you standing up? And one of the girls, she looks at me like I had completely lost my mind. It wasn't disrespectful. It was just like utter puzzlement. So she looks at me, she was like, what? I'm just filling in her eyebrows. Because that seems like what you would do in an introduction to chemistry and physics classes. Is fill in someone's eyebrows, with eyebrow thing. It was fun. It was kind of funny. That was funny, wasn't it? One last thought about episode 28. If you watched episode 28 and you feel like you were like, I missed a serious point. I guess we could force a serious point into that by saying that we've got to be intelligent consumers of journalism. Just because something's on the news or something's on YouTube or something's on the internet doesn't necessarily mean that it's a legitimate thing. And one of my pet peeves, one of my big soapbox things is ranting about the purpose of the evening news. Is the whole purpose is to sell commercials for whatever it is their advertisers want. So if you run a news company, if you run a news network, you've got to sell commercials. And so you have to program your news in a way that will attract an audience so that you can sell your commercials. So if there was a serious point to episode 28, that serious point was you need to be an intelligent consumer of the news or something like that. So I don't know. I'm not going to try to push this too far. I am going to find out about this ATM though, because I'm sure that this is an error in Google Maps. I don't really know when I'm going to get a chance to do it. Probably not today. Plus, it's pretty nasty out there, so it's just kind of wet and drizzly and that. So, and there's a meme for you. Anyway, so I got a lot ahead of me today. Lunch is over. The bell just rang, so I need to put this stuff away and get back to work. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm doing this thing, and this company that I'm dealing with, they only take faxes. They don't take emails. Like, you can't scan something and send them an email. And so to use a fax, you gotta have like a phone line or some kind of digital faxing machine. That it's like, who only takes faxes? They don't take email. I just can't. I can't imagine what kind of a company operates in the 21st century and requires that you do everything by fax. I just can't believe it. So I'm trying to imagine what a confusing sale would be. Isn't a sale like you get stuff and you pay less for it? So how's that confusing? I must not be very good at shopping. So school's over, and it's the end of the day, and I just want to tell this anecdote before everything's over with. So over here, there's a first period this morning, which is actually fifth period the way our schedule works. So fifth period, there's some students sitting here, and it somehow got on the radar about episode 28. So that they were looking at episode 28, and after it was over with, one of them was just kind of looking at me, just kind of shaking her head. I said, "What?" And she just shook her head, and I was like, "So I guess this means that you no longer think your teacher is a sane person." And she smiled and she shook her head again. And she said, "I never really did." And I was like, that's a good point. All right, it's not a really great day weather-wise, but I got a few minutes, and I'm just gonna try to run over here and find this ATM thing. So let's get this mystery solved. I'm sure this is just like a Google mistake, but we're gonna check it out. Also, given my rush with infamy from episode 28, I'm not gonna do anything to potentially get the neighbors calling. So this is gonna be like a drive-through, a drive-by. So I'm not gonna get out and forage around in the people's subdivision. I'm just gonna drive through. So right now I gotta drive through this red light. While I'm driving, let me just throw this in there. So I've been pretty diligent the last couple of days of editing. I'm editing that first manuscript, so I'm finding some things that I feel like are making improvements. It's not really changing the story, but just changing the way the story is a little bit told, a little bit of wording here, a little bit of dialogue there. So that's kind of how the writing's going now. So there's that. I guess while I'm doing all my little inner segments, I'll do what's up with the Tahoe. So have you ever been like in an old car and has that smell like something's wrong with the motor, and there's like this mechanical sort of oily smell inside the car? Yeah, that's what's up with the Tahoe now. I got a lot of things going on with the Tahoe. More on that later. This is interesting. There is where Google says the ATM is located, right there, right there. And no ATM, so we have proved Google incorrect. And with that, I'm going to close out episode 29. Thank you for watching. No police in this one. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video with someone else who might be looking for an ATM. I don't know. Tell them not to go there. And we will see you in the next episode. I had a really good rant I was going to do. I'll think of it another time.